Tenahan with 80 on the bar. Go get it. Good lift. Next up, we've got Angela Ogg with 105 on the bar, followed by Ashley Garin on deck. Rachel Whitman in the hole. Kendra Whipple, 4 out. Veronica Babula is 5 out. Amy Lewis, 6 out. Good lift. Next up, we've got Ashley Garin with 105 on the bar, followed by Rachel Wortman on deck. Kendra Whipple in the hole. Veronica Babula, 4 out. Amy Lewis, 5 out. Leanne Domensky, 6 out. Good lift. Next up, we've got Rachel Wortman with 105 on the bar again, followed by Kendra Whipple on deck. Veronica Babula in the hole. Amy Lewis, 4 out. Leanne Domensky, 5 out. And Katie Hartman, 6 out. Bar is loaded. Good lift. Let's keep this trend going right here with Kendra Whipple, 112.5 on the bar, followed by Veronica Babula on deck. Amy Lewis in the hole. Leanne Domensky, 4 out. Katie Hartman, 5 out. And Christy Sinay, 6 out. Bar is loaded. Good lift. We're going to keep rolling with Veronica Babula with 115 on the bar, followed by Amy Lewis on deck. Leanne Domensky in the hole. Katie Hartman in the 4 out. Christy Sinay, 5 out. And Sarah Wilson, 6 out. Good lift. Next up, Amy Lewis with 117.5 on the bar, followed by Leanne Domensky on deck. Katie Hartman in the hole. Christy Sinay, 4 out. Sarah Wilson, 5 out. And Tony Freeman, 6 out. Bar forward. And that's another good lift. Flight A is on fire. Next up, Leanne Domensky, 120 on the bar, followed by Katie Hartman on deck. Christy Sinay in the hole. Sarah Wilson, 4 out. Tony Freeman, 5 out. And Holly Wegman, 6 out. Good lift. Next up, we have Katie Hartman, same weight on the bar, followed by Christy Sinay on deck. Sarah Wilson in the hole. Tony Freeman, 4 out. Holly Wegman, 5 out. And Ashley Bryant, 6 out. keep the same weight on the bar for Christy Snee. On deck, Sarah Wilson. Tony Freeman is in the hole. Holly Wegman is 4 out. Ashley Bryant 5 out. And Jessica Evans 6 out. Bars loaded. Good lift. Sarah Wilson's next up with 122.5 on the bar, followed by Tony Freeman. On deck, Holly Wegman in the hole. Ashley Bryant, 4 out. Jessica Evans, 5 out. Corey Miller, 6 out. Good lift. Tony Freeman's next up with 125 on the bar, followed by Holly Wegman on deck. Ashley Bryant in the hole. Jessica Evans, you are 4 out. Cora Miller, you're 5 out. And Carly Swanson, 6 out. Good lift. Next up, Holly Wegman with 127.5 on the bar, followed by Ashley Bryant on deck. Jessica Evans in the hole. Cora Miller, 4 out. Carly Swanson, 5 out. And Katrina Diaz, 6 out. Good lift. Next up, Ashley Bryant with 137.5 on the bar, followed by Jessica Evans on deck. Cora Miller in the hole. Carly Swanson, 4 out. Katrina Diaz, 5 out. Abby Citrin, 6 out. Good lift. Next up, Jessica Evans with 140 on the bar, followed by Cora Miller on deck. Carly Swanson in the hole. Katrina Diaz, 4 out. Abby Citrin, 5 out. Megan Kenahan, 6 out. Good lift. Next up, Cora Miller with 140 on the bar, followed by Carly Swanson on deck. Katrina Diaz in the hole. Abby Citrin, 4 out. Megan Kenahan, 5 out. And Ashley Garrett, 6 out. Good lift. Carly Swanson's next with 142.5 on the bar, followed by Katrina Diaz on deck. Heavy Citron in the hole. Megan Kinahan, you're 4 out. Ashley Guerin, you're 5 out. Angela Ogg, you're 6 out.
Let's go! Come on! Wait, let's go!
Good lift. Next up, Katrina Diaz with 152.5 on the bar, followed by Abby Citron in the hole. Megan Kinahan, you are actually in the hole. And Ashley Guerin, you're 4 out. Angela Ogg, you're 5 out. And Rachel Wortman, you are 6 out.
Let's go. It's yours. It's yours. Yeah, stupid.
Good lift. Next up, we've got Abby Citron with 155 on the bar, followed by Megan Kinahan on deck. Ashley Guerin in the hole. Angela Ogg, 4 out. Rachel Wortman, 5 out. And Veronica Babula, 6 out. Barcelona. No lift. Let's give her a big round of applause. First attempt today. Megan Kinahan's next up with 82.5 on the bar, followed by Ashley Guerin on deck. Angela Ogg in the hole. Rachel Wortman, you are 4 out. Veronica Babula, you are 5 out. And Amy Lewis, 6 out. Good. That's 2 in a row. Step. Ashley Guerin with 107.5 on the bar, followed by Angela Ogg on deck. Rachel Wortman in the hole. We have Veronica Babula, 4 out. Amy Lewis, 5 out. And Tendril, 6 out. Good lift. Next up we have Angela Ogg with 110 on the bar, followed by Rachel Wortman on deck. Veronica Babula in the hole. Amy Lewis, 4 out. Kendra Whipple, 5 out. Katie Hartman, 6 out. Good lift. That's 2 in a row for Angela. Next up, we have Rachel Wordman with 110 on the bar, followed by Veronica Babula on deck and Amy Lewis in the hole. Good lift for Rachel. Next up, we have Veronica Babula with 120 on the bar, followed by Amy Lewis on deck, Kendra Whipple in the hole, Katie Hartman 4 out, Christy Sinead 5 out, and Leanne Demansky 6 out. Veronica's second attempt of 120 is 264. Good lift. 2 in a row for Veronica. Next up, we have Amy Lewis with 125 on the bar, followed by Kendra Whipple on deck, Katie Hartman in the hole, Christy Sinead 4 out, Leanne Demansky 5 out, and Tony Freeman 6 out. Amy's second attempt is 125, which is 275 pounds. Good lift. Next up, we have Kendra Whipple with 125 on the bar, followed by Katie Hartman on deck, and Christy Sinead in the hole. And Demenska, you are 4th out. Tony Freeman, you're 5 out. And Holly Wegman, you're 6 out. Good lift. Next up, we have Katie Hartman with 127.5 on the bar, followed by Christy Sinead on deck. Leanne Demansky, you are in the hole. Tony Freeman, you're 4th out. Holly Wegman, you're 5th out. Sarah Wilson, 6th out. Good lift. 2 in a row for Katie. Next up, we have Christy Sinead with 127.5 on the bar, followed by Leanne Demansky on deck. Tony Freeman in the hole. Holly Wegman, 4th out. Sarah Wilson, 5th out. Ashley Bryan, 6th out. Lift, but let's give her a big round of applause. It's a lot of weight to be putting up there. Next up, we have Leanne Demansky with 130 on the bar, followed by Tony Freeman on deck. Holly Wegman in the hole. Sarah Wilson, you're 4th out. Ashley Bryant, 5th out, and Cora Miller, 6th out. Good lift. That's 2 in a row for Leanne Demansky. Next up, Tony Freeman with Holly Wegman on deck. Sarah Wilson in the hole. Ashley Bryant, you're 4th out. Cora Miller, your 5th out. Jessica Evans, your 6th out. Good lift, that's 2 in a row for Tony. Next up, Holly Wegman with 132.5 on the bar, followed by Sarah Wilson on deck. Ashley Bryant in the hole, Cora Miller, your 4th out. Jessica Evans, 5th out, and Abby Citron, 6th out. Bars loaded. Good lift. Next up we have Sarah Wilson with Ashley Bryant on deck, Cora Miller in the hole, Jessica Evans 4th out, Abby Citron 5th out, and Carly Swanson 6th out. Good lift. 2 in a row. Next up, we got Ashley Bryant with 142.5 bar, followed by Cora Miller on deck. Jessica Evans in the hole, Abby Citron 4th out. Carly Swanson 5th out, and Katrina Diaz 6th out. Good lift. Next up, Cora Miller with 145 on the bar, followed by Jessica Evans on deck. Abby Citron in the hole. Carly Swanson, your 4th out. Katrina Diaz, your 5th out. Megan Kenahan, yours 6th out. We still are on Flight A, 2nd attempts. Good lift. Next up, Jessica Evans with 147.5 on the bar, followed by Abby Citron on deck. You got Carly Swanson in the hole. Katrina Diaz, your 4th out. Megan Kenahan, you are 5th out. And Angela Hogg, you are 6th out. Good lift for Jessica. Next up, we have Abby Citron with 55 on the bar, followed by Carly Swanson on deck. Katrina Diaz in the hole. Megan Kenahan, you're 4th out. Angela Hogg, 5th out. And Ashley Guerin, you're 6th out. Abby's 2nd attempt at 155. Let's get behind her on this at 341 pounds. Good lift. There we go. Next up, Carly Swanson with 157.5 on the bar, followed by Katrina is on deck. Megan Head, you're in the hole. Angela Hogg, you're fourth out. Ashley Guerin, you're fifth out. And Rachel Wortman, you're sixth out. Next up, Katrina Diaz, 162.5 on the bar, followed by Megan Kenahan on deck. Angela Hogg in the hole. Ashley, you're fourth out. Rachel, and you're fifth out. And Veronica Fabula, sixth out. This is the last lifter, flight A, second attempt, and then we're going into third attempts. Flight A. Good lift. That is 8 of 8 lifts on the day for Katrina. She is on fire. Next up, Megan Kenahan with 87.5 on the bar, followed by Angela Hogg on deck. Ashley Guerin, you're in the hole. Rachel Wortman, you're fourth out. Veronica Babula, you're fifth out. And Christy Sine, you're sixth out. These are third attempts. This will be the lifters' last lift of the day, so let's really show them some love as they do their final lifts of the day. That's how you do it. 3 perfect deadlifts. Next up, Angela Hogg with 112.5 on the bar, followed by Ashley Guerin on deck. Rachel Wortman in the hole. Veronica Babula, you're fourth out. Christy Sine, you're fifth out. And Katie Hartman, sixth out. $112.5 for this and the next lifter. That's a good lift, and that's 3 of 3 deadlifts for Angela. We're going to keep the same weight on there and have Ashley Guerin come up and lift it for us. Rachel Wortman's on deck. Veronica Babula's in the hole. It's loaded. Good lift, and that's 3 of 3 for Ashley. Next, we're going to go to Rachel Wortman with 115 on the bar, followed by Veronica Babula on deck. Christy Sine in the hole, Katie Hartman in the fourth out, Amy Lewis fifth out, and Kendra Whipple sixth out. No lift. Let's give a big round of applause. Next up, Veronica Babula with 122.5 on the bar, followed by Christy Sine on deck, Katie Hartman in the hole, Amy Lewis 4th out, Kendra Whipple 5th out, Tony Freeman 6th out. Good lift, and that's 3 of 3 for her deadlifts on the day. Next up, Christy Sine with 127.5. Let's get behind her on this. Her 3rd deadlift of the day. She's got this. Good lift. That's how you finish your day. Next up, Katie Hartman with 132.5 on the bar, followed by Amy Lewis on deck, Kendra Whipple in the hole, Tony Freeman 4th out, Holly Wegman 5th out, and Sarah Wilson 6th out. Good lift, and that's a 3 for 3 on her deadlift, Katie. Next up, Amy Lewis with 132.5 on the bar, followed by Kendra Whipple on deck, Tony Freeman in the hole, Holly Wegman 4th out, Sarah Wilson 5th out, Leanne Demansky 6th out. Bars loaded. Another good lift. That's 8 of 9 lifts for Amy Lewis today. Next up, Kendra Whipple with 132.5 on the bar, followed by Tony Freeman on deck, Holly Wegman in the hole, Sarah Wilson 4th out, Leanne Demansky 5th out, and Ashley Bryan 6th out.
Come on, kids.
Speed on the floor!
Good lift, and that's 3 of 3 for Kendra. Next up, Tony Freeman with 135 on the bar, followed by Holly Wegman on deck, Sarah Wilson in the hole, Leanne Demansky 4th out, Ashley Bryan 5th out, Cora Miller 6th out. Good lift. That's 3 of 3 for Tony. Next up, Holly Wegman with 137.5 on the bar, followed by Sarah Wilson on deck, Leanne Demansky in the hole, Ashley Bryan 4th out, Cora Miller 5th out, Jessica Evans 6th out. Good lift, that's 3 of 3 for Holly. Next up, Sarah Wilson with 137.5 on the bar, followed by Leanne Demansky on deck, Ashley Bryan in the hole, Cora Miller 4th out, Jessica Evans, 5th out, and Abby Citron, 6th out. Good lift. That's 3 of 3 for Sarah Wilson. Next up, Leanne Demansky with 140 on the bar, followed by Ashley Bryan in the hole. Cora Miller in 3rd out. Jessica Evans, 4th out. Abby Citron, 5th out. And Carly Swanson, 6th out. No, let's give her a big round of applause though. Next up we have Ashley Bryan with 147.5 on the bar, followed by Cora Miller on deck. Jessica Evans in the hole. Abby Citron, 4th out. Carly Swanson, 5th out. Katrina Diaz, 6th out. Now let's give a big round of applause. Next up we've got Cora Miller with 150 on the bar, followed by Jessica Evans on deck. Abby Citron in the hole. Carly Swanson, 4th out. Katrina Diaz, 6th out. 5th out. Good lift, that's 3 of 3. Next up, Jessica Evans with 157.5 on the bar, followed by Abby Citron on deck. Katrina Swanson in the hole. Katrina Diaz, 4th out. And then we will be going into Flight B. Flight B, please be prepared. Flight B. Flight of the B. No, excuse me, no lift, but let's give a big round of applause. Next up, Abby Citron with 165 on the bar, followed by Carly Swanson on deck. Katrina Diaz in the hole. That will wrap up Flight A. And we will go straight into Flight B with Austin Erickson, followed by Michael Grottovron and Dylan Gaynor. lift. And that's called going 8 of 9. Good job, Abby. Next up, Carly Swanson with 165 on the bar, followed by Katrina Diaz, and that will wrap up flight A, and we will go straight into flight B. Good lift. 3 of 3 on her deadlift today. Next up, Katrina Diaz, 172.5 on the bar. That will wrap up flight A. We will go straight into flight B with Austin Erickson, followed by Michael Gauron, followed by Dylan Gaynor and Brandon George. No lift, but let's give a big round of applause. Still went 8 of 9 lifts on her day. Good job. We are going straight into flight B. Flight B, you are up now. Austin Erickson with 137.5 on the bar, followed by Michael Gauron, you are on deck. Dylan Gaynor, you are in the hole. Brandon George, you are 4th out. Patrick Lewis, you are 5th out. And Sandro Sereno, you are 6th out. Flight B, this is your only warning. You better be prepared because we are going straight into your list. Austin's first attempt today is 137.5, which is 303 pounds. Good lift. Next up we have Michael Gauron with 142.5 on the bar, followed by Dylan Gaynor on deck with Brandon George in the hole. Patrick Lewis, you're 4th out. Sandra Sereno, you are 5th out. Cody Seymour, you're 6th out. Good lift for Michael. Next up, we have Dylan Gaynor with 147.5 on the bar, followed by Brandon George on deck and Patrick Lewis in the holes. Sandro Serrano, you are 4th out. Cody Seymour, you're 5th out. Kyle Pigney, you are 6th out. Good lift. Next up, we have Brandon George with 152.5 on the bar, followed by Patrick Lewis on deck. And then Sandro Sereno, you're in the hole. Cody Seymour, you're 4th out. Kyle Pigney, you're 5th out. Brendan Cherry, you're 6th out. Good lift. Next up, Patrick Lewis with 155 on the bar, followed by Sandro Serrano. You are on deck. Cody Seymour, you're in the hole. Kyle Pigney, you are fourth out. Brandon Cherry, fifth out. Thomas Pesky, you're sixth out. Good lift. Next up we have Sandro Serrano with 167.5 on the bar, followed by Cody Seymour on deck. Kyle Pigney, you're in the hole. Brandon Cherry, you're fourth out. Thomas Pesky, you're fifth out. And Nathan Gober, you're sixth out. Good lift at 167.5. Next up, Cody Seymour with 167.5 on the bar, followed by Kyle Pigney on deck. Brandon Cherry in the hole. Thomas Pesky, you're fourth out. Nathan Gober, you are fifth out. And Aaron Boyer, you are sixth out. Good lift. Next up we have Kyle Pigney with 182.5 on the bar, followed by Brendan Cherry on deck. Thomas Pesky in the hole. Nathan Gober, you're fourth out. Aaron Boyer, you're fifth out. And Michael Fetcher, you are sixth out. Good lift. Next up we've got Brendan Cherry with 190 on the bar, followed by Thomas Pesky on deck. Nathan Gober in the hole. Aaron Boyer, you're fourth out. Michael Betcher, you're fifth out. And Michael Boucher, you're sixth out. Good lift. Next up, we've got Thomas Pesky with 190 on the bar, followed by Nathan Gober on deck and Aaron Boyer in the hole. Bars loaded. Good lift. Next up, we have Nathan Gober with 215 on the bar, followed by Aaron Boyer on deck and Michael Fetcher in the hole. Michael Busher, you're fourth out. Stephen B, you are fifth out. And Pete Redlowski, you are sixth out. Good lift. Next up, Aaron Boyer with 220 on the bar, followed by Michael Betcher on deck, Michael Busher in the hole. Stephen B, you're 4th out. Pete Redlowski, you are 5th out. And Tom Kane, you are 6th out. Good lift. Next up, we have Michael Betcher with 225 on the bar, followed by Michael Busher on deck. Stephen B, you're in the hole. Pete Redlowski, you are 4th out. Tom Kane, 5th out. And Nick Lapine, you are 6th out. Good lift. Next up, Michael Busher with 240 on the bar, followed by Stephen B on deck. Pete Redlowski, you're in the hole. Tom Kane, you're 4th out. Nick Lapine, you're 5th out. Kevin McHugh, you are 6th out. Feel free to check at 2xlpowerlifting.com later this week, as the entire meet will be on there recorded. They've been having a video up there in the entire meet. So check back later this week at 2xlpowerlifting.com.
Come on. Pete, pick it up.
Good lift. Next up, we have Stephen B with 255 on the bar, followed by Pete Redlowski on deck. Tom Kane, you're in the hole. Nick Lapine, you're 4th out. Kevin McHugh, you're 5th out. Austin Erickson, you are 6th out. Good lift. Next up, we have Pete Redlowski with 255 on the bar, followed by Tom Kane on deck, and Nick Lapine in the hole. Bars loaded. Good lift. Next up, Tom Kane with 270 on the bar, followed by Nick Lapine on deck and Kevin McHugh in the hole. Austin Erickson, you're 4th out. Michael Gallren, you're 5th out. And Dylan Gaynor, you're 6th out. That's another good lift by Tom. Next up, Nick Lapine with 275 on the bar, followed by Kevin McHugh on deck. Austin Erickson, you're in the hole. Michael Gauram, you're 4th out. Dylan Gamer, you're 5th out. And Brandon George, 6th out. Good lift. Yep. Next up, we have Kevin McHugh with 290 on the bar, followed by Austin Erickson on deck. Michael Garum, you're in the hole. Dylan Gaynor, you're 4th out. Brandon George, you're 5th out. Patrick Lewis, you are 6th out.
Come on, Kevin. Let's go. Come on. Big breath, big breath. Come on. Out. Get up, get up. Lock it.
Good lift. Next up, we've got Austin Erickson with 142.5 on the bar, followed by Michael Garan on deck. Dylan Gaynor in the hole. Brandon George, 4th out. Patrick Lewis, 5th out. And Sandro, 6th out. These are Flight B's second attempts, Flight B's second attempts. Good lift. Next up we have Michael Garan with 155 on the bar.
I think what he's trying to say is that us 5 are working as hard as 6.
Michael Garan with 155 on the bar is next up. Dylan Gaynor, you're on deck. Brandon George, you're in the hole. Patrick Lewis, you're 4th out. Sandro, you are 5th out. And Cody Seymour, you're 6th out. Good lift. That's 2 for 2 for Michael. Next up, we have Dylan Gaynor with 157.5 on the bar, followed by Brandon George on deck. Patrick Lewis, you're in the hole. Sandro Serrano, you are 4th out. Cody Seymour, you're 5th out. Kyle Pinkney, you are 6th out. No lift. Next up, we have Brandon George with 165 on the bar, followed by Patrick Lewis on deck. And Sandro Serrano, you are in the hole. Cody Seymour, 4th out. Kyle Pigney, 5th out. And Brandon Cherry, 6th out. Brandon's second attempt of the day, 165. That's 363 pounds. Good lift. 2 for 2 for Brandon. Next up, Patrick Lewis with 167.5 on the bar, followed by Sandro Serrano on deck. Cody Seymour in the hole. Kyle Pigney, your 4th out. Brandon Cherry, your 5th out. Thomas Bezzi, your 6th out. Petra's second attempt is 167.5. That's 369 pounds. Good lift. That's 2 for 2 for Patrick. Next up, Sandro Serrano with 175 on the bar, followed by Cody Seymour on deck. Kyle Pigney, you're in the hole. Brandon Cherry, your 4th out. Thomas Bazzi, you're 5th out. And Nathan Gober, you're 6th out. These are Flight B's second attempts, Flight B's second attempts. Good lift. That's 2 for Sandro. Next up, Cody Seymour with 177.5 on the bar, followed by Kyle Pigney on deck. Brandon Cherry in the hole. Thomas Bazzi, your 4th out. Nathan Gober, your 5th out. And Michael Betcher, you are 6th out. Good lift for Cody. Next up, Kyle Pigney with 187.5 on the bar, followed by Brendan Cherry on deck. Thomas Bazzi, you're in the hole. Nathan Gober, your 4th out. Michael Betcher, your 5th out. Aaron Boyer, your 6th out. Good lift for Kyle. 2 for 2. Next up, Brendan Cherry with 200 on the bar, followed by Thomas Bazzi on deck. Nathan Gober in the hole. Michael Betcher, your 4th out. Aaron Boyer, your 5th out. And Michael Bashir, your 6th out. Good lift. Next up we have Thomas Bazzi with 205 on the bar, followed by Nathan Gober on deck. Michael Betcher, your 4th out, or you're in the hole. Aaron Boyer, your 4th out. Michael Bashir, your 5th out. And Stephen V, you are 6th out. Thomas' second attempt is 205, which is 451 pounds. Good lift. That's 2 for 2 for Thomas. Next up, Nathan Gober with 230 on the bar, followed by Michael Betcher on deck. Aaron Boyer's in the hole. Michael Bashir, you are fourth out. Stephen B, your fifth out. And Pete Radlowski, you are sixth out. Good lift. That's 2 for 2 for Nathan. Next up is Michael Betcher with 240 on the bar, followed by Aaron Boyer on deck. Michael Bashir, you're on deck. You're in the hole. Stephen B, you're fourth out. Pete Radlowski, you are fifth out. And Tom Kane, you are sixth out. Good lift. 2 for 2 for Michael. Next up, Aaron Boyer with 245 on the bar, followed by Michael Busher on deck. Stephen B, you're in the hole. Pete Radlowski, you're fourth out. Tom Kane, you're fifth out. And Nick Lapine, you're sixth out. Aaron's second attempt is 245. That is 540 pounds. Good lift, 2 for 2 for Aaron. Next up, Michael Busher with 255 on the bar, followed by Stephen B on deck. Pete Radlowski, you are in the hole. Tom Kane, you are fourth out. Nick Lapine, you're fifth out. Kevin McHugh, sixth out. Good lift for Michael. Stephen V with 270 on the bar, followed by Pete Radlowski on deck. Tom Kane in the hole. Nick Lapine fourth out. Kevin McHugh fifth out. And Austin Erickson sixth out. Good lift. That's 2 for 2 for Steven. Next up, Pete Radlowski with 275 on the bar, followed by Tom Kane on deck. Nick Lapine in the hole. Kevin McHugh, you're fourth out. Austin Erickson, you're fifth out. And Dylan Gaynor, you're sixth out. Good lift for Pete. 2 for 2. Next up, Tom Kane with 285 on the bar, followed by Nick Lapine on deck. Kevin McHugh, you're in the hole. Austin Erickson, you're fourth out. Dylan Gaynor, you're fifth out. And Michael Garan, you're 6th out. Good lift for Tom. Next up, Nick Lapine with 292.5 on the bar, followed by Kevin McHugh on deck. Austin Erickson's in the hole. Dylan Gaynor, you're 4th out. Michael Galron, you're 5th out. Brandon George, 6th out. Nick's second attempt of the day is 292.5, that's 644 pounds. Good lift, 2 for 2 for Nick Lapine. Next up, Kevin McHugh with 312.5 on the bar, followed by Austin Erickson on deck. Dylan Gaynor in the hole. Michael Galron, you're 4th out. Brandon George, you're 5th out. And Patrick LeLewis, you are 6th out. No lift. Let's give him a big round of applause. There's a lot of weight he's throwing up there. Next up, Austin Erickson, 147.5, followed by Dylan Gaynor on deck. Michael Galron, you're in the hole. Brandon George, you're 4th out. Patrick LeLewis, you're 5th out. And Sandro Serrano, you're 6th out. Good lift for Austin, and that's 3 of 3, giving him a total of 8 of 9 good lifts on the day. Next up, Dylan Gaynor with 157.5 on the bar, followed by Michael Garan on deck. Brandon George in the hole. Patrick LeLewis, 4th out. Sandro Serrano, 5th out. Kyle Pigney, 6th out.
Once we're done with this, just bring that up and carry going.
Go! Hey, wait!
No lift. Give him a big round of applause. That is his third and final lift of the day. Next up, Michael Garon with 167.5 on the bar, followed by Brandon George on deck. Patrick Lewis in the hole. Sandro Serrano, your fourth out. Kyle Pigney, your fifth out. Cody Seymour, your sixth. Michael's third attempt is 167.5. That's 369 pounds. Good lift. That's 3 for 3 on the day for Michael. Next up, Brandon George with 167 on the, 175 on the bar, followed by Patrick Lewis. On deck, Sandro Serrano, you're in the hole. Kyle Pigney, your fourth out. Cody Seymour, your fifth out. Brandon Sherry, your sixth out. Brandon George's third and final attempt of the day, 175. Okay, it should be correct now. 3 reds. Brandon George's third attempt on the day, 175, is 385 pounds. We still have a couple t-shirts up here. The black Raw Power for $15. Get them while we still have a size. Sizes are very limited. Good lift, 3 for 3 on the day. Next up, Patrick Lewis with 175 on the bar, followed by Sandro Serrano on deck. Kyle Pigney in the hole. Cody Seymour, fourth out. Brandon Cherry, fifth out. Thomas Bazzi, sixth out. Fire floater.
Let's go. Rip it up.
Good lift. 3 for 3. That gives him 8 of 9 good lifts on the day. Good lift, Patrick. Next up, Sandro Serrano with 180 on the bar, followed by Kyle Pigney on deck. Cody Seymour in the hole. Brandon Cherry, your fourth out. Thomas Fezzi, your fifth out. And Nathan Gover, sixth out.
Come on, Sandro.
Oh, man.
Sandro's third attempt, 180.
Come on, man. Look tight. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
Good lift. And that is another 8 of 9 good lifts for Sandro. Working hard today. Kyle Pigney, you're next up with 190 on the bar, followed by Cody Seymour on deck. Brandon Cherry, you're in the hole. Thomas Fazey, you're fourth out. Nathan Gover, your fifth out. And Michael Betcher, you are sixth out. Kyle's third attempt is 190. That is 418 pounds. And there's another good lift. That gives Kyle 7 of 9 good lifts on the day. Good work. Cody Seymour, you're next up with 190 on the bar, followed by Brandon Cherry on deck. Thomas Bazzi, you're in the hole. Nathan Gober, you are 4th out. Michael Betcher, you're 5th out. Michael Busher, you're 6th out.
Come on, lightweight! Come on! Pull!
Good lift at 190 for Cody. Next up, Brandon Cherry with 210 on the bar, followed by Thomas Bazzi on deck. Nathan Gober in the hole. Michael Betcher, you're 4th out. Michael Busher, you're 5th out. Stephen B., you're 6th out. No lift. Let's give him a big round of applause up for good lifting day. Next up, we have Thomas Bazzi with 215 on the bar, followed by Nathan Gober on deck. Michael Betcher, you're in the hole. Michael Busher, you're 4th out. Stephen B., you're 5th out. And Pete Radlowski, you're 6th out. Good lift. And there's another 8 of 9 good lifts on the day. Good lifting, Thomas. Next up, Nathan Gober. You're on. Michael Betcher, you're in the hole. Michael Busher, the 3rd out. Stephen B., you're 4th out. Pete Radlowski, you're 5th out. Tom Kane, 6th out. No lift. Let's give him a big round of applause, though. He is 7 of 9 for the day. That's good lifting, Nathan. Next up, Michael Betcher with 250 on the bar, followed by Michael Busher on deck. Stephen B., you're in. Oh, Pete Radlowski, you're 4th out. Tom Kane, you're 5th out. Nick Lapine, you're 6th out. Good lift. There's another 7 of 9 lifts on the day. Good lifting, Michael. Next up, Michael Busher with 272.5 on the bar, followed by Steve B. on deck. Radlowski, you're in the hole. Tom Kane, you are 4th out. Nick Lapine, you are 5th out. Kevin McHugh, you are 6th out. That will wrap up Flight B, 3rd attempt. No lift. Let's give him a big round of applause though. Heavy lifting. Next up, Stephen B with 282.5 on the bar, followed by Pete Brodlowski on deck. Tom Kane in the hole. Nick Lapine, your fourth out. Kevin McHugh, your fifth out. Stephen's third and final attempt on the day, 282.5. That's 622 pounds. Let's go lift up a Volkswagen. Smart car, smart car.
Pick it up, Steve!
Good lift right there. 9 on the day. You need your car moved, just call him. Pete Brodlowski is next up, 295 on the bar, followed by Tom Kane on deck. Nick Lapine, you're in the hole. Kevin McHugh, you're fourth out. No lift. Let's give a big round of applause though. Once again, this is a lot of weight these guys are putting up here. The next one up, Tom Kane, 297.5 on the bar, followed by Nick Lapine on deck. Kevin McHugh in the hole. Tom's attempt is 297.5, that's 655 pounds. That's a good lift for Tom, and that puts him at 8 of 9 good lifts on the day. Next up, Nick Lapine with 305 on the bar, followed by Kevin McHugh, and that will wrap up Flight B. No lift, but let's give it a big round of applause to Nick Lapine. Good showing today. Good lifting. Last but not least, Kevin McHugh. They're putting 320 on the bar. I can't even mention how many pounds are going on this bar right now. About the equivalent of 3 baby elephants, so you can Google that. Baby elephants weigh between 205 and 210 pounds, so. And this is more than 3 baby elephants.
Last lift, Kevin. Everything you got. Come on. Finish it off, Kevin. Come on. Go. Let's go, Kevin.
Strong.
Speed.
No lift. But that is a great lift. He's still lifting.